Then I heard it. A faint laughter of a child behind me. No, I'm out of here. I ran as fast as I could. My name is Andy, and this is a true story about a mysterious room, a nondescript classroom in my Catholic school. I'll show you an actual photograph at the end of this story. The school itself is old. It was founded at the turn of the last century. Everyone in this campus knew about Classroom 33C. They say it's haunted. I never believed in those stories. That is, until I got elected in a position on our student council. Our new office was in the 3rd floor, room 33D, just across from 33C. From the glass door of our office, you can see the room and anyone in it. Classes ended at 9 p.m. It's very common to see the janitors wait outside that room and immediately rush in as students left the class. They didn't want to stay there when the students have left. Sometimes they wouldn't even bother cleaning it at night and just wait for the break of dawn instead. The council was having a late night meeting. We were busy discussing the upcoming sports festival, talking about logistics, schedules, and budgets. Suddenly, "Ah!" Michelle, one of the officers, shrieked. "What's wrong?" She was pale as a ghost. "Didn't you see it?" "What?" "The girl!" We all had a good laugh, thinking she was joking, but she was not. She never ever attended any of our late night meetings again. 2 nights later, it was 9:30 p.m. and we were busy cleaning up after a day of work. We had 30 more minutes before the school closes. We were startled by the guard looking through the glass door. He looked scared. Flustered, he sheepishly asked us to leave the school premises immediately. This was odd because we still had 30 minutes more before the school grounds closed. This guard was new, so I thought he probably didn't know the rules yet. We followed him anyway, down the dark hallway, down 3 flights of stairs. When we finally made it to the school gate, he explained why he was rushing us. He said he didn't want to be left alone anywhere near classroom 33C. I rolled my eyes because I was never convinced that there was something going on in that room, but I let him continue his story. Yesterday night on his first ever shift, he was walking alone in the dark corridor. Only the flashlight lit his path as he passed through the various rooms. He would shine it into the rooms one by one, making sure that there were no trespassers or items left behind. Then, as he approached 33C, he heard it. As he nervously and slowly used his flashlight to lit up the room, he saw the shadow of a small girl running. However, he wasn't able to get a good look at it. And then, he heard it behind him.
"Let's play!"
The little girl was wearing white, World War era uniform. He couldn't see her face. It was almost blank. He ran away, screaming. He didn't stop running until he reached the guardhouse near the gate. When he told the other guards, They weren't even surprised. They laughed it off and said, "Welcome to the club." The other student council members were scared, but I didn't buy the story. I thought it was just a way for them to get us to leave early so they can be done with their jobs quickly. Until it became my turn. A few nights later, still spooked by the story, everyone else from the student council went home at 9:30. I decided to stay and finish a few more tasks. The sports event was 3 days from then, and I had a lot of extra work on my plate. Just before 10, I finished my task, locked the office door, and walked down the corridor. Suddenly, all the lights went out. It was not uncommon for the school to turn off the lights after 10. I was more worried that I would get a disciplinary action for violating the school curfew. I turned on my phone, using it as the only light source, and started walking. And walking. And walking? I don't recall the corridor being this long. I turned around. I was back in front of the office, and in front of 33C. I was confused, so I started walking faster. Then I heard it, a faint laughter of a child behind me. No, I'm out of here. I ran as fast as I could, for as long as I could. I had to stop and catch my breath for a while. I looked to my left. I am still in front of the office. On the reflection of the glass, I see the girl inside 33C. When I turned around to look at the room, there was no one there. And then the door started creaking open.
Come play with me.
No!
Then die.
I woke up to the 2 security guards flashing their lights on my face. They heard me scream. I probably just fainted as I left the student council office. I was very relieved, still shaking up from what I think I dreamt. I tried getting up on my feet. When I finally got home, I took off my shirt and lied down on my bed. But there was a sharp pain in my back. I looked at the mirror, and there were 2 wounds that looked like claw marks behind my neck. I never stayed alone in that floor ever again, especially at night. I don't think anyone will believe me if I tell them what happened. They will think it's some story that I made up to get away from work, just like what I thought about the guard's story. I still can't explain what happened, and the stories about room 33C doesn't end there. Some people say it's the ghost of a girl who was killed during the war. Others say it's an angry, malevolent entity. 2 years after I graduated, a young female student allegedly died in that room during one of the school's events. It seems that the room is not done yet. Time and time again, they bless the rooms with holy water, including 33C. Yet the stories keep coming. 5 years ago, a group of students were taking pictures in that room, and when the picture came out, they saw this reflection on the door. They swore no one was there. I guess we will never know the full truth of the classroom. But I know what I saw, and I know what I felt, and I know that there is something not human in that room.